So just recently, a panel of, shall we say, women came together to talk about feminism on a Vice show. And I wanted to just give you a little bit of the introduction for this show to show you how that conversation went.
Today, so we can pick
has
what
no we
want to
barriers?
pick.
Who doesn't have barriers?
Women don't have barriers?
Women, yeah. What's
We have
stopping
no
you? You can do
barriers.
whatever you want.
I can
you?
or you can?
What's stopping you?
Should we mark this bad boy at all?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm Liz Landers. I'm Vice News' chief political correspondent, and we are here today to talk about some of the biggest issues dividing women across the country. In other words, we're here to talk about feminism. First, I just want to say we know we can't represent everybody's views, but we did try our best to bring together a diverse group of women today. In today's polarized world, is feminism dead? I saw your hand.
I think that depends on the definition of feminism. I strongly think that feminism is more of an action than an identity. I would say it's uplifting all women, in which case it's very alive. At the same time, if we do follow that definition, feminism has splintered off into so many different areas that you can look at people like Sheryl Sandberg who say you should just get another nanny if you feel oppressed.
Now, did you notice anything interesting about that panel there? I'll give you just a moment to kind of think about it, but don't strain too hard.
What's it gonna be?
Specifically, I'm speaking about the first individual that came to speak on the issue of feminism in that panel full of women.
I'll take the box.
If you guessed that person is a dude, you would be 100% correct.
Stupid!
Yes, this Vice panel is so diverse, so inclusive of women that it also includes a man.
You're so stupid!
And by the way, I just love this guy up here speaking down to all of these feminists in the crowd about feminism and really taking charge as a man should when he's in this kind of setting. When a man comes into a room full of women, he should definitely be the first to speak, and he should shut down all these other women and tell them exactly what they should think about feminism. So well done, dude. So I talked about on the show this past Tuesday about the risk of unleashing sexual predators and people who have gender dysphoria on unsuspecting women when I was talking about Leah Thomas and the incident with Riley Gaines in the locker room for the first time seeing Leah Thomas. But you should know that the sexual deviants that in the trans community who really do suffer from mental illness like autogynephilia and gender dysphoria are a real problem for women. Now, I'm happy to talk about the attack on masculinity, and I've talked about it before, at the risk of the trolls in the audience out there to say, well, if real men are real men, is there really an attack on masculinity? Well, it's very clear, based upon the statistics, that there are some fake men out there, some beta males, who are falling victim to the attack on masculinity. While it may not affect the alphas out there, it is affecting other men. But I'm also wanted to be fair, and I want to talk about the attack on femininity, which is on full display in this Vice interview. But I want to extend this further and show you that there's a real risk of men invading women's spaces. And you'll see that in this clip here.
So how many people so far have been transferred to this female prison?
Approximately 40.
And how many people have gone from the female to the male prison? 0. And how many more are they?
There are 287 pending applications.
To go from the male prison to female prison?
33.8% of that 287 are registered sex offenders, meaning this is not their first offense or a sex crime.
So you think some of these people are doing this on purpose, come to the female prison?
Yes, with bad intentions.
Do you think this number will grow over the next few years as more people find out that they can have this option to go into the female prison?
Absolutely. There are very few reasons why someone wouldn't want to take advantage of that. To be forcefully housed with a serial rapist is extremely callous and abusive. What it's done is provided the same privileges, the same opportunities to predator and victim. So no one is safe, just made the victim pool bigger.
California, the great state of California, the Socialist Republic of California, wants to unleash men on a whole bunch of women in the penal system. Now, when I'm saying the penal system, I'm not talking about what that guy in the Vice interview had removed. I'm talking about the prison system. So there are over 200 prisoners right now who are men ready to go into female prisons, and 97 of those men are sexual predators. Now, this is just insane that California is thinking about allowing this kind of thing to happen. And we're already hearing just the beginnings, just the birth pains of men who are now attacking women in these prisons because they've said they were trans. But I want to focus on something here, and it's not just the narcissism of those who wish to be affirmed and not care about women's well-being in the process, because those in the trans community who are after that kind of affirmation, it's truly bad. But there is a greater narcissism. There is a virtue signaling narcissism that is way worse, and that's the people in places of policy, prescription, in places of power, who want to merely virtue signal how woke they are and want to get pats on the back and accolades and are willing to put women at risk so that they can feel virtuous. So, by the way, there's a special place in hell, not just for those who want to intrude on women's spaces, but also for those people who want to enable those guys to do that. So you just got done watching a small excerpt of a much larger episode. You can find the link to that full episode down below in the description of this video, so you definitely want to check that out, because if you like that clip, you'll like the much larger episode. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that little bell to be notified when great new episodes of Indie Thinker come your way. Thanks for watching.